guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a ranch style home per suggestion of one of you guys on Twitter a week or so ago. I was looking for suggestions on what we should build during one of our live streams, and that was one of the suggestions I got. Granted, I didn't see it until after we had already decided on a different idea for the live stream. I decided to write it down and see if we could either incorporate it into a live stream or a build sometime in the future, and that's what we're doing today. I decided that sounded like a really fun idea, so we decided to build a ranch style home. It does look like it has 2 floors, but the second floor is purely decorative, and it's actually a pretty spacious home with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, large living spaces, and a little pool in the backyard. So I'm really happy with how it came out. But it took me forever because I kind of wanted to make the top floor usable, but the roofs got in the way of that. So like roofing was a big issue for building this house. But we figured it out in the end. Like I said, I just left the top floor unusable because, I mean, it's a ranch style home. It doesn't necessarily need to be usable anyway. And I played around with like the sizing and spacing of the whole home a bunch of times. And I really wanted to use these windows, but I did use them, but only in one area, and it was a small spot. We use a lot of like rounded windows, which is interesting because I almost never use rounded windows. So I thought it would be kind of fun to do in this home. And the inside is really interesting. It's kind of like a mixture of like basic furniture and like mixed I don't know, like things you might have gotten at a thrift store, but also it gives me a little bit of a country vibe, which is what I was going for. It's kind of like a mismatched house, and I think it's really fun. It's going to be a good family home, I would think. And like I said, there's 3 bedrooms. I planned one as a master bedroom. There's one like, I guess teenage girls room and a young boys room. That tends to be my go-to. I never make a teenage boys room and a young girls room. It's always, it's always a teenage girls room and a young boys room. So that's what we did. But of course you can change those rooms around if you want to go ahead and download this house for yourself, which you can. It is on the Sims 4 gallery right now. If you search the hashtag MsGryphi or just Gryphi, which is my origin ID, all of that information will also be in the description down below if you'd like to go ahead and check that out. But yeah, it's been an interesting week. I don't know about you guys, what your week has been like. Well, I guess like last week? This week. Yeah, this week. I'm getting all kinds of confused. This is getting posted on Saturday, but currently for me it is Monday. So I don't know which week I'm talking about, but anyway. Earlier this week, so on Sunday, which for me was yesterday, but for most of you it's a week ago, they had announced the new Doctor for Doctor Who, and it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting because they announced that it's going to be Jodie Whittaker, and that's right, that's a female. It's going to be the first female doctor ever. I think it's going to be really interesting. I wasn't one of the people that was like, oh yeah, we need a female doctor now. I actually like didn't have a strong opinion. I was like kind of like, I kind of want it to stay a male because it always has been. But like I'm not against the idea. And now I've seen like that little like 1-minute clip of the new doctor, and I'm like really excited to see her. Like I think it's going to be a really interesting change for the show. I'm really excited to see more. And I don't know, I can't wait for the Christmas special. It's going to be sad to say bye to Capaldi, though, because I loved Capaldi so much. He, like, quickly became one of my favorite doctors. But it'll be nice to see him with the first Doctor played by, what is it, David Bradley? Or I probably got that name wrong. But the first Doctor with the 12th Doctor, and then the 12th is going to regenerate into the 13th, and I don't know, it's just going to be an interesting time. I'm really excited about it. There's like so much cool show stuff going on right now, like because we just got that announcement, and Game of Thrones just came back this week, and I last minute acquired HBO because I thought I had it, and I didn't, and I had to make some phone calls and figure it out, and I last minute, like 3 hours before the premiere, acquired HBO and was really excited. And Arya, she just makes me so happy. I'm so proud of her, how far she's come and the things she did in the first episode, and I can't wait to see tomorrow's episode. Like I can't believe that, like, Game of Thrones is almost over, though, but it's just a season. But there's a lot more of the season to come. I mean, not as much as I'd like, but, you know, it's been so good so far for our one episode we've seen. But, and then, like, at the end of the month, Rick and Morty comes back for season 3. Like, this is just an amazing month for shows for me, especially because I just started having weekends off. So before, yeah, my shows would have come back and it would have been Sunday and I would have been at work all night. But you know, now what? I have Sundays off, and so I'm going to be coming home. Well, not coming home. I'm going to be waking up, probably playing Sims most of the day, and then it's going to, at the nighttime, I can't English today, but when it becomes nighttime, I'm going to get to sit down, I'm going to watch Game of Thrones, and then I can play Sims for like an hour and a half, and then it'll be time for Rick and Morty, because Game of Thrones comes on at 9 o'clock, and then ends at 10, and then Rick and Morty will be at 11:30. But I'm really hyped about that. Who here watches Rick and Morty? Who watches Game of Thrones? Who watches Doctor Who and is excited for the new female Doctor? Like, I'm like, I can't contain myself. But, yeah, anyway, we haven't really talked about this build at all. I'm, like, really conflicted on how I feel about the kitchen. I think it's really weird. And I've been using the Parenthood stuff a lot lately, and I kind of tried to not do it, but I felt like for the style I was going for, it was kind of like country vibe. And so we did. Maybe the next house we build, I won't use it. Speaking of which, what kind of builds do you guys want to see? Do you want to see more homes? Do you want family homes? Do you want small homes, like starter homes? I've done one base game build in the past. If you want another one of those, let me know. Or community lots. Like, I love building, but let me know what you guys would like to see, because it's fun. I really enjoy it. But like I said, this kitchen's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about the kitchen. But anyway, I built this house over the course of a couple of days. Like, I kept jumping back in. And you'll probably notice, like, the outside changes a lot in between cuts. Like the wallpaper on the outside. Because I took so long to change, like, to find the final wallpaper. And I kept changing my mind. So I thought I would just cut that out, so it wasn't such an annoyance. I just couldn't decide what colors I wanted and, like, where and all that kind of stuff. So I just cut it out. I thought that would be fine. And this is where our little dining table goes. We do not keep the rug that color. Ugh, so bad. And we had a big plant on top. I never use that plant for some reason. I don't know why. But I thought it was a good chance to use it. It's kind of nice. It looks pretty good on that table. I just tried to use a lot of things I don't typically use in this build, because this build's a little bit different than things I'd usually do. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to try and use the things I never use. And I think I was successful in that. Hopefully I was successful in this house in general. I think it's an interesting build. I like doing things out of my comfort zone. I think you can tell it's a little out of my comfort zone because it might not have come out as well as some of the things that, like, I'm more comfortable building. But it just helps improve your building skills if you do things that are a little out of your comfort zone every now and again. And so I was really happy to do that. This room ends up having carpeting in it. It's a pretty spacious living room. Like, this little nook over here has, like, our TV and stuff. And then there's a fireplace on the other side. Like, it's nothing too crazy. And I use, like, the the couches that I believe you get from the flea market and City Living in there. This house uses all the packs I have. Well, I don't know if it does, but I didn't limit myself as far as choosing what items to use in this build, so you're probably going to need some of the packs to go ahead and download this house in it to look proper. So just to put that out there. But like I said, if you guys want another base game house or base game plus whatever pack in the future, I'm totally down to do that at some point, because I know a lot of people don't have all the packs. But usually when I'm building, I don't restrict what I'm doing. I just kind of build because it's fun. But I can definitely do some more restricted builds, of course. If that is something that anyone wants, let me know. But yeah, we are struggling here trying to figure out a couch, and then I was like, let me go put in some sheets and grab these couches, because that's what I wanted. I just wanted, like, pretty basic, like, family couches, because I was thinking of this as a pretty, I don't know, I guess a family home, which it is, because it has, like, 2 kids' bedrooms, and it's pretty big. I didn't put like toys or anything throughout the house, so I just realized that there's a toy box in the little boy's room, but I think that's it. Oh boy. Oh, I don't know why I want to tell you guys this story. I just think it's really funny. So, I guess it's because we're talking about kids, and kids are usually the ones that do this. But have you ever caused a mess in public and it was like kind of embarrassing? Like, it wasn't me, but it was kind of my fault. And I felt so bad. It was so awkward. I didn't know what to do. So me and my boyfriend went to the grocery store the other night to get like soda and like, I don't know, some junk food basically, because that's what we were in the mood for. And we went to a self-checkout, and I put down the bottle of soda that we got. We got strawberry Fanta or Fanta, however you pronounce it. It's their favorite. So, bright red soda. And I put it down, and then he goes to put down the basket next to it and doesn't see the soda and pushes it off. It falls on the floor, and the entire bottle, 2-liter bottle of soda, explodes all over, like, various displays and, like, self-checkouts. And we were, like, mortified. We didn't know what to do. It was so awkward. Like, what do you do in that situation? And, like, they ran out of paper towels, and then they were using, like, kitty litter to clean it up or something. And it was really awkward. And, like, you kind of want to be like, oh, can I help? But then they say no. Oh, should I pay for 2 sodas because I picked up a new one after that one happened? No, you're fine. And you're just like saying sorry over and over and over, and like kind of wanting to like leave the store immediately, but also not wanting to leave at all because you feel bad. Like you shouldn't leave because they're left with this giant mess you just made. I don't know if anyone else has ever been in that situation, but it's really awkward. Give me tips, because I could see myself doing that again. Like, granted, I wasn't the one that pushed it over, but like I should have noticed, and that's the kind of thing I've done. Like at a 7-Eleven, like multiple times, they'd be like, "Oh, it comes to whatever," and I'd go to hand them my card, and I'd fling it across, like it'd go behind the register, like 10 feet away. I don't know how I do these things. I'm just like super awkward and uncoordinated, and so I feel like I'm going to find myself in these situations even more in the future. So what would you guys do in that situation? Was I right to like keep saying sorry and then eventually leave because there's nothing I could do? I don't know. It was an interesting situation. Like, it was kind of a bad situation, but it's also really funny in my opinion, because I'm like, oh my god, how did we do that? How did that happen? But anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about spilt soda when we're building a bathroom. So this is a bathroom we built. It's pretty simple. Both the bathrooms are really similar. I didn't think they needed to be anything too crazy. Just basic bathrooms that look nice. Kind of tried to make this house look, I don't know, I guess nice. Some of it's mismatched, like the furniture and stuff, but I figured the built-in things like the bathroom would probably be pretty nice. And then in here is going to be the teen girls room, and I think I kept with that wallpaper, which I've never used before. And I use this bed, which I don't use often because I'm not a fan of the texture on the bedspread, but I thought it would be really nice for this girls room. So that's what we did. And I keep saying and I'm like noticing it more. I didn't realize how often I said that. Of course, I think everyone has that issue that they say that too often if they're talking for long periods of time, which granted, talking to yourself for like 20 minutes or 17 minutes and 10 seconds, which is what I have on my doc here, makes it so you say quite a few times, but that's okay. I hope you guys don't mind. We're just working on this bedroom, and I combined these curtains here, and I thought it was really cute to do it that way. I think it helped cover the windows a little bit better. This is the little boy's room. It doesn't stay this color. It ends up being mostly white with one light green wall. And I put this little toy on the bed because I thought it would be cute, and it's so cute. I want that toy in real life. Where can I get it? Oh boy, it's so cute. But yeah, this is the final bedroom because we already did the other two, I think. I don't know, I got kind of distracted talking about spilt soda, so. Also, like, every time I go to the store now, like, those displays by the checkouts that have, like, candy and stuff on them, like, big cardboard displays, that they have, like, giant red stains all over them now, and it's my fault. Like, I feel so bad. That's so awkward. Like, I don't want to go back to the store anymore. Do I just never go shopping again? Is that the Is that what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. It's so awkward. I think we're going to be jumping outside soon to do the landscaping, which actually, for once, I really like how it came out. I'm not usually very fond of my landscaping, but I think I did an okay job for once. I like really tried. I was pretty proud of this house because I don't normally build large houses. So I was like, I gotta make the landscaping look amazing too. So we like framed everything out here with rocks. Had like a pretty lush garden in the front, and there's some on the other side of the steps as well. We'll get to that in a minute. And there ends up being a pool in the back, a couple of lounge chairs, just lots of greenery around. There's bushes like framing most of the house as well. Added a little bit of pink flowers in there just to add a touch of color, because I don't like too much color in them. I just like it to be mostly green. I guess with those white flowers it looks nice too. But I thought those little pink flowers helped just add a little bit of color. So that's what we did, and added a bunch of trees. We added a bigger tree over here, that one right there. I want like swings in trees. Can we get that? That'd be really nice. If we could get some swings in trees in the game, or just swings in general. I mean, in The Sims 3 we had swing sets and we don't have them now. I mean, I know it's a different game and I shouldn't be complaining and comparing it, but I want swing sets in The Sims 4 so badly. And I feel like that's something they could easily add. I don't know. They should add it. Maybe not easily add, but they've had it in the past, and I think it was in base game, so I want it. Do you guys want swing sets or any other kind of children like play stuff? Although I don't know what we're gonna get with the toddler stuff pack. I mean, granted, it's a stuff pack. We're gonna get very minimal gameplay with it. So I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we are coming to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to my rant about spilt soda. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I already gave you guys the info on how to download this. That's also in the description down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.